So I am on board a Royal Caribbean cruise. Boat I'm on is called Utopia of the Seas, and we actually have not left yet. We're not actually in the middle of the ocean yet. This is just day one of a 4-day cruise. So getting on board was a lot like going through airport security. Long line, and then we put our stuff through a little conveyor belt, just like at airport security. Then you go through that little airport security style x-ray machine, and it just like that. And then you just get to walk right on the boat. And let me tell you, this thing is huge. Like, it is so big that even though we're on the water, boat's not rocking. And so we're still waiting for our luggage, because we did check like 3 suitcases, but then we each had like a carry-on bag. And so we're still waiting for those to be delivered to our room. On the balcony right now. My sister's in the room taking a nap, and my mom is out just kind of exploring, just trying to get a feel for where everything is. My dad didn't come with us on this trip. He stayed at home with the cats because he just got back from a 2-week trip on his boat. So the last thing he wanted was to get on another boat. Although this does not feel like a boat. Getting on this thing, it looked like I was walking into a giant shopping mall. And then go up an elevator. Water park. Another elevator, hotel. Like, this boat is insane. Like, it even has a Starbucks and like 5 pools. And you can actually see, I'm not sure if I can get a good angle, but you can actually see the lifeboats. And let me try. Yeah, that yellow thing right there is a lifeboat. Beautiful view of the parking lot. And whatever that is over there. Dude on a golf cart. That's how we got on the ship. It's one of those things. we had lunch at one of the many places to eat on this boat. It was like a buffet. And then after lunch, we went back to our room and we all took a nap. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on what we all do. Not even noon yet, and my sister's already drinking. She's planning to take full advantage of the free unlimited drinks package. But there are other pools that are unguarded that I can take the tail to and swim around as much as I want. obviously off the boat, and we are on the beach now. So let's entertain some kids. The water is kind of cold, especially compared to the pools. Although I think it's because the pools are heated. This is the ocean. We're at Coco Cay in the Bahamas. And we're gonna have some fun. Yesterday, I took this thing to the pool, as you guys saw, and the kids were asking me like what ocean I was from and how I got on the boat. So I said, well, I'm from the South Pacific, because that's where my persona is from. And I stayed in character the whole time. And that included being there so long that I got a sunburn. Because I couldn't ruin the magic.
Thank you. Just sit down right here beside her. Right here. Right here. Sit down right here. And look at Mom. Thank you so much.
That's the third time that's happened today. So I would tell them that I was on my way to Hawaii for a vacation, but then I got tired from all the swimming, because it is a long swim. And I decided to climb on the boat to take a nap. But then when I woke up, the boat had moved. So I had to wait for nightfall when people wouldn't freak out if they saw someone jumping overboard. Four people asked for pictures yesterday, and I saw at least 2 people trying to be sneaky about it. The kids were asking all kind of questions, like how many fish friends I have, and if I can breathe underwater, or like what kind of powers I have. So I told them, it depends on the water. Cool water, I can't breathe, because the chlorine causes an allergic reaction in my gills. But seawater, I can breathe as long as I want. So that's kind of the story I went with. Weird. He's hiding in his shell, but yep, yeah.
You can have my cake.
Excuse how I look. I'm so tired. But I just got back from the beach and I need more sleep. This bed is so hard. And I have not been able to get a very good night's sleep the past few nights. Past 2 nights. Because of it. Plus, at like 9 a.m., the speaker right there, Captain talks to us. Which means no sleep. Well, no sleeping in. I've been back from the cruise for a couple hours and I haven't been able to stop crying because somehow on the way off the ship and through customs, I lost something that I've had since I was a baby. And I have a really hard time getting to sleep without it. By now, they've had people to clean the whole ship. And no one called us to tell us that they found it. All the staff were notified and given a description of it. And this cruise was not worth losing it. It wasn't. I wish I never went on that stupid cruise. If I hadn't gone. If I had just stayed home. I wouldn't have lost it. I didn't even notice that I dropped it. But in the line to get off this ship and through customs, you can't stop moving. So even if I had noticed that I dropped it, no one around me, and I even said anything, and I just don't know what to do. It wasn't worth it. That boat is already back out in the middle of the ocean. So if it was on the boat, no one found it when they were cleaning it. And if it was in that customs office, that building, no one found it there either. And it should have been just right there on the floor. But apparently no one saw me drop it. And no one's found it. Despite an entire cruise line's worth of staff being on the lookout for it. No one found it. And it's not like a tiny item. It is a blanket that I've had since I was a baby. It doesn't look like a blanket anymore. Because it is 23 years old. And I have autism. So I iced him by chewing on stuff. So when I was younger, I would teeth on it, and as I got older, I would continue to chew on it to stim. And so now it's got a lot of holes in it, and even without, chewing on it, any blanket would look like that after 23 years. I know it's going. I've never gone a night without it. And because of custom protocol, they wouldn't let us go back in the building to look for it ourselves. And I just keep thinking the worst. Like, what if someone thought it was trash? And it's gone forever? I don't know how I managed to lose it, because I had a tight grip on it the entire walk from our room to the car. I had it wrapped in another blanket. And I had it wrapped in this blanket. And it's like a big blanket. I didn't want to leave without it. But we hadn't had breakfast yet, and we needed food. And then I wanted just to go back and wait some more. But my mom and sister wanted to just go home. And I don't know what to do. wish I'd never gone on that cruise. My grandpa wanted to go on this cruise. One last cruise as a family. But even fulfilling his wish is not worth living. I could have easily gone down a bit. But I actually wanted to go because I haven't been on a cruise since I was little, and I barely even remember that one. It wasn't worth it.